Imagine a mighty warrior, rejected by his own blood, driven into exile, only to be called back as Israel's only hope against a ruthless enemy. In desperation, he makes a vow to God for victory. Whatever comes out of my house to greet me, I will offer as a sacrifice. Victory comes, glorious and complete. But when he returns home triumphant, the first to run out joyfully dancing is his only child, his beloved daughter. Now he faces an impossible choice: break his sacred vow, or lose the one he loves most. Would you keep your word, even if it destroyed you? This is the raw, heartbreaking true story of Jephthah, a tale of rejection, desperate faith, crushing victory, and unimaginable loss. Listen carefully, because some promises, once spoken, can never be taken back. In the wild hill country of Gilead, during the chaotic days when Israel had no king and everyone did what was right in their own eyes, there lived a mighty warrior named Jephthah. He was the son of Gilead, a respected leader, but his mother was a prostitute. Because of this, his half-brothers despised him when their father died. The legitimate sons gathered and drove Jephthah away. "You are the son of another woman," they sneered. "You will have no inheritance with us." Jephthah pleaded, but their hearts were hard with shame and greed, rejected and homeless. Jephthah fled to the land of Tob. There, desperate men, adventurers, fugitives, the broken, gathered around him. Jephthah became their leader. His courage and strength grew legendary. But deep inside, the pain of rejection lingered for 18 long years. The Ammonites cruelly oppressed Israel, crossing the Jordan to attack Gilead and beyond. The people suffered greatly, until they could bear it no longer. In desperation, the elders of Gilead remembered one man who could save them. The leaders of Gilead journeyed to Tob and found Jephthah. "Come," they begged, "be our commander and fight the Ammonites." Jephthah's eyes flashed with old pain. "Didn't you hate me and drive me from my father's house? Why come to me now when you're in trouble?" The elders swore before the Lord, "If you lead us to victory, you will be our head over all Gilead." Jephthah tested their sincerity, then agreed. But he made them confirm the oath at Mizpah before God, before drawing his sword. Jephthah sought peace. He sent messengers to the Ammonite king. "What do you have against us that you attack our land?" The king replied with false claims, twisting history to justify war. Jephthah answered boldly, "The Lord gave us this land. Your god Chemosh did not. Why should we yield?" But the king ignored reason. War was inevitable.
Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon Jephthah. He rallied the tribes, but in his heart fear grew. The Ammonites were strong. Victory seemed uncertain. In this moment of desperation, Jephthah made a vow he would regret forever before his home altar. Jephthah vowed to the Lord, "If you give the Ammonites into my hands, whatever comes out of the door of my house to meet me when I return in triumph, I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering." He spoke the words and sealed his fate with renewed resolve. Jephthah advanced against the Ammonites. The Lord was with him. The battle was fierce. Swords clashed, arrows flew, men fell on both sides. But the Lord delivered the Ammonites into Israel's hands. Jephthah devastated 20 towns from Aoah to Mizpah. It was a crushing victory. Jephthah returned home in peace and triumph. As he neared his house, he heard the sound of timbrels and joyful dancing. His heart lifted. Someone was coming to celebrate his victory, and then his only child, his beloved daughter, came out to meet him. She danced with tambourines, her face radiant with joy. When Jephthah saw her, his world shattered. Jephthah tore his clothes and cried out in anguish, "Oh no, my daughter, you have brought me down. I have made a vow to the Lord that I cannot break." His voice broke with unbearable grief. But his daughter, wise and faithful beyond her years, replied, "Father, you have given your word to the Lord. Do to me as you promised. Since the Lord has avenged you." Only one request she made. Let me go into the hills for 2 months with my friends, to weep, for I will never marry. Jephthah granted her wish. For 2 months she mourned with her companions. When she returned, Jephthah fulfilled his vow. His only child, gone forever. From that day, Israel remembered her sorrow. But tragedy was not finished. The men of Ephraim, jealous of Gilead's victory, gathered and threatened. Why didn't you call us to fight? We'll burn your house down. Jephthah rallied his men. They seized the Jordan crossings. When fleeing Ephraimites tried to cross, they were tested. Say Shibboleth. Those who said Sibboleth was seized, 42,000 perished. Jephthah led Israel 6 years. Then the man who rose from rejection to deliverer died and was buried in Gilead. So ended the life of Jephthah, outcast turned hero, victor turned mourner. His story echoes through time as a warning and a wonder. Remember, in moments of desperation, our words carry weight. A vow made in haste can bring victory, but at a cost no heart should pay. Yet even in deepest tragedy, God sees the faithful and writes redemption beyond our sight. So ended the life of Jephthah, outcast turned hero, victor turned mourner. His story echoes through time as a warning and a wonder. What can we learn from this heartbreaking tale? First, be careful with the words you speak, especially vows made to God in moments of desperation. A promise spoken in haste can bring victory, but at a cost no one should have to pay. The Bible warns us, when you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it, for he has no pleasure in fools. Second, even in our deepest pain, rejection, loss, regret, God sees the faithful heart. Jephthah, flawed and broken, was still used mightily to deliver his people and his daughters. Quiet courage reminds us that true faith submits even when it hurts. Finally, no tragedy is beyond God's redemption. Though Jephthah's vow brought sorrow, the Lord remains sovereign, turning an outcast into a deliverer, listed among the heroes of faith. If this story moved you, the pain of rejection, the weight of words, the bittersweet cost of victory, let it challenge your own heart today. What promises have you made? What desperation drives your decisions? If you were touched by Jephthah's tragic yet powerful journey, please hit that like button to let me know. Drop a comment below, tell me what lesson spoke to you most, or share a time when words changed everything for you. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more gripping biblical epics like this one. We've got so many incredible stories coming, tales of faith, triumph, and warning that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Thank you for watching. And remember, speak wisely, trust deeply, and let God write the end of your story.